Latest, Jim.
Here we are again. Hello, Renton, and happy Wednesday. We're back. Jennifer Spencer
David Brazier and Echo.
and Echo the cat. She's up there. She's not paying much attention to what
Me?
we have to do. Yeah. So here
Yeah.
we are. Happy Wednesday to you. Right at the end of January, too. Can you believe it?
No. It's
No. Yeah. Goes by fast.
it must feel bad because like especially January 1st of all
Yeah.
the calendar days, it's over so fast. And then nobody thinks about January 1st again.
No. They start wishing for the next January 1st.
I know. And then, February, that's
Yeah.
fun though. It's what I call the end of candy season,
Yeah,
which,
that's a
runs from September to February. It's
Oh, good point. Yeah. Yeah. Candy season. What have
it's
you been up to? We've talked a few times this week. What's going on? What's rattling in that brain of yours?
well, I think the big highlight for this week is we bought some cat training buttons where you record something and then you get the cat to press on it. There's videos like, on that YouTube like us, and
Oh,
where you can train the cat. And there's plenty of videos where this one particular woman has like 10, 12 buttons from no to I'm mad at you, treat. And so play. And so every time
oh,
we cat, we try to press the button repeatedly and to see if
oh.
we can get them to hit a button, which,
Any
oh no,
and oh, okay.
no, this is like day one.
Oh, day one. Okay. Echo, did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
bought it,
don't
rented Amazon, but it's kind of fun. It was a pack of four. We built a cat tower. That was fun. I put up some weather stripping around a door. That was very exciting. And
Sweet.
my boys lost to an
Yeah.
amazing team. I mean, how do you stop the Chiefs?
You don't.
You
I
just,
mean, honestly, but it, they did well. It was all good football. How about that?
it was rad.
I'm
I
sorry. I'm sorry, David. I mean, they got further than the Seahawks though. So
They did. And you know what? Love the Seahawks. Love the Seahawks fans. I know I'm in, you know, I don't want to say enemy territory, but I fly a flag every Sunday on my front porch. I get all sorts of comments. It's a blast, but you have to have multiple teams.
You do.
You
I,
don't.
I agree, but you are in blue and green. I mean, that's what we live and breathe that here. But I was rooting for your Bills. I was.
And
Um,
I wanted to see Tom Brady and the Bills. I mean, his record, I don't know why we're talking about this, but we are. So deal with it. 32-2 against the
yeah,
Bills, which
yeah.
is the best all time for one quarterback against a single team. 32-2. And just imagine that redemption story. But
It was.
instead, you get the kid and the goat is what they say. So that's fun.
That's right. And I mean, you couldn't help but love Allen's little pitch at the end with the ball to the head there. I mean, that
There's
was.
there's unsportsmanlike conduct, and then there's funny unsportsmanlike conduct. And you know,
I agree. I don't promote that. I don't promote acting like a jerk, but I mean honestly, when you're playing your heart out, that was something else. So,
I
yeah,
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
yeah.
I mean, and just you live and die with your quarterback, and their defensive line swarmed the offensive line, and he retreated back, and that's what Josh Allen does sometimes. So anyway, how about you?
Yeah.
What's your story?
Hey, Rocket and Roland, I think I might have mentioned that the Spencer household, we bit that bullet and got that elliptical trainer. Uh,
Ooh.
yeah, we are not using it as a clothes rack, and I can't because it's too dang cold where it's at. It's in the garage, so no, there's no clothes hanging on it. Getting used to that, finding your rhythm and realizing that it's going to take a while. I'm not trying to train for a marathon or anything, but felt good to get the blood flowing and just a around the house things. This weekend we got lights we're putting together. So
Ooh.
yeah, so new light, yeah, light fixtures, dining room, entryway kind of thing.
Cool.
Other than that, you know, working and
Stuff.
yeah, waiting for the final football game, right?
I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Anyway, we have a
Anyway,
yeah. Oh, Renton Live. That's what we're here to do. That's right.
yeah.
All right, we are live.
We have
Hey,
a purpose.
if you are watching, we want you to like, subscribe, bell button, or click all. So you like us, subscribe, and the bell button gives them reminders, right? When Renton Live is
Oh, yes, notification.
happening, notifications, stuff like that, or do it all. Let us entertain you every Wednesday. How's that? So,
Okay.
and then also we want you to do it. Hashtag, get that old hashtag out there.
Yeah,
If
do
you're
it.
watching live or if you're watching it on replay, just post that in the chat. Help us out and we'll move on. We are actually, our first discussion tonight involves, it's a topic that we take for granted daily, hopefully daily. Our bathrooms and safety. Totally weird, yet very important discussion. And our first guest is Kevin Lamping with Visiting Angels. We're going to bring him on.
Hi,
And
Kevin.
he is going to, we're going to welcome him, and he's going to talk about how we can be safe in our bathrooms. Hi, Kevin. You're muted. Yeah. Go for it. You're muted.
Unmute.
Yeah.
You would think that I would get used to that with the amount of Zoom meetings I do. It's like,
We thought, honestly, that you wanted to play charades.
We could do that.
And we can do that. So,
I could definitely do that.
yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Good. I need to go to correction corner.
Uh-oh.
I have a dunce cap for my wearing on my head. I pronounced your last name wrong, and I apologize. It's Lambing. Bing.
Have it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hey, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So,
go, Jen.
yeah, tell us. You come to us from Visiting Angels. Let's get a little bit of history on who and what Visiting Angels is.
Well, Visiting Angels is a nationally franchised home care agency. We've been serving here in the Renton area for over 16 years. It's an amazing service, and basically right now, especially with the pandemic, a lot of people are taking note of home care. What we do is our specialty is taking care of adults to seniors in their home to keep them safe. And that's one of the reasons I'm here to talk tonight about bathroom safety. And yeah, that's what we do. Not just bathroom safety.
Yeah. So, what role does Visiting Angels play in terms of bathroom safety?
Well, one of the first things that we do when we're talking to a potential client or a new family that is coming to use our services is we have an amazing client care manager. Her name's Lizette Brandville, and we do like an in-home safety assessment check. What we want to do is we want to go around and make sure that there are no fall hazards. One of the biggest issues in senior care is fall hazards. If you look at the CDC numbers, they're off the charts. Nearly 8 million hospitalizations every year, and almost 30,000 deaths happen from a senior just falling in their home from something as simple as a cord, a rug, things that we take for granted. You know what I mean? Like you walk around your house, you trip over I swear to God, sometimes like before I'm ready to go to bed, the cat will sit at the bottom of the steps. I'm like, that cat is trying to trip me. But like a little simple fall like that for us is okay. But for a senior, it could disable them for life. And in some cases, it starts that early onset dementia, because if they get a traumatic brain injury, they have swelling of the brain, it could really move the dementia very quickly.
Yeah.
Visiting Angels goes in and does an assessment.
Mm-hmm. So we do it. We do an assessment, and then we do everything from short-term care, like 4 hours daily, to we have some caregivers that are staying with clients 24 hours a day. They get a break, and then another caregiver comes in because we want to keep limited bodies in the home. We have a few, people that actually live with their clients, and they get breaks, but it's just one of the big things, especially with the pandemic right now, is cognitive decline. A lot of our seniors, we take for granted because we're using our phones, we're chatting, we're texting, we're in this mindset like we're doing this. But a lot of seniors, they've been cut off for almost an incomplete calendar year because they're scared to go out of their home. So their cognitive abilities are going down really quickly because the fact that they don't have interactions. So sometimes a senior might not fully need a caregiver, but it's nice to have someone to talk to, especially if your son or daughter lives a couple thousand miles away, but they call Seattle home or Renton home. That's what we're here for.
Very nice. So Kevin, are you an active visiting angel? Do you see clients and
Oh,
yeah?
Well, I oversee things with our team. I'm more internal, but I go out into the community. I meet with families. I talk to a lot of the people that I talk to are discharge planners and the local social workers, like at Valley Hospital, Talbot here in Renton, as well as Gen Care. I was just at Gen Care last week. We did a cool little video because they got their first round of vaccinations, which was really great. I don't know if you know Kathy Hunt. She's the head nurse over at Gen Care. Amazing. It was really nice to see, this is a community, we take for granted. I used to go in there 3-4 times a week, but now everybody's on lockdown. So it's like everybody's taking precautions because our seniors have lowered immune systems, and we want to make sure that we keep them safe.
Yeah, absolutely. So visiting angels, is that something, is it fee-based? Like if you were looking to get information, I'm sure information would be free, but to come out and have an assessment done, is that a fee-based
So
program?
we do charge for the assessment, but on the back end, like if you become a client, like after the first 20 hours, you get the assessment feedback, obviously, because so many people are interested in our services now. The phone's ringing off the hook and if we were out doing assessments all day, at the end of the day, we are for profit, but it's a very affordable service that families think is priceless.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. Once the assessment is made and it's the plan is made, does Visiting Angels do they help with like installation, or does that come from another?
Okay, so are you talking about the actual bath safety stuff?
Yeah, so like I noticed
Okay.
we had a couple of slides that showed some very nice handles, different things to use.
So there are, again, Renton, which is one of the greatest cities to live in. There's a great program right here called FD Cares, and I don't know if you've ever talked to them or had them on the show, but it's something that I would highly recommend. They have been a godsend to a lot of folks here in Renton. A lot of people don't know about them. FD Cares is part of the Renton Fire Department in the Puget Sound Fire Authority. And they go out because you have to understand how many people they go out on 911 calls. So they want to mitigate that. So they go in and they actually install some things, but there's also private contractors that are here. There's those simple apps you can do, a TaskRabbit, to come in and install some of those grab handles and bars in the bathroom.
So basically, it sounds like you kind of oversee the family plan of what determines I'm not going to say, exact safety because anything can happen. But you could probably, if you're handy, you can get those things at a local hardware store, or maybe even the specialty stores that sell those types of things.
And there's a great Renton Chamber member that actually sells it. And it's so weird because I just stumbled upon him. His name is Casey. He owns Cascade Senior Home Healthcare. It's a DME company. DME means durable medical equipment. They're right across from, if you're familiar with Merrill Gardens, they're directly across the street. And I'll tell you a quick story about Casey. I had a client who had what's called a rollator. And a rollator is like a wheelchair that you sit on, and his brakes went bad. And out of the goodness of his heart, Casey gave him one because he heard that he was a veteran, and he wanted to make sure that this gentleman didn't fall because he had an extra one. And you know what? That's the kind of person that I try to connect myself with, because that's what our entire company is about: empathy, love, and care, and taking care of folks. And he was just like, you know what? We're in the middle of a pandemic. Let me do some good here, which was really awesome. And he hooked him up. But he has everything from, I sent you some images like the bath bars, the no fall stuff that you can put in your tub so you have a better grip, and things like that. But everything from A to Z right here in Renton.
And that's a recommendation that you would say for outside the tub. Most of the time we spend times looking for fluffy rugs, things like that.
Rugs are a big no-no.
No.
You know what the funny thing is? It's like we always think about bathroom rugs, but it gets to a point where you, especially if you're a son or daughter and you're going to mom and dad's house to check in on them, sometimes you need to do a safety assessment. Throw rugs are one of the biggest issues. If they get a little moist, one slip could, like, there's just hard surfaces in there. It's so weird when you're at this age. It's like, you remember when you have a little kid, you're like watching them run around, and it's like you don't want them to fall into like the coffee table. And as they get older, you're like, I don't want them to hit the corner of the sink. It's like you have to like really take things into consideration. But the grab bars are great. And I'm going to speak to every person that's on here that has a towel bar in their bathroom. A towel bar is not a helper. It will fall out if you really try to grab onto it. Most of them are thrown in with a screw gun, and over years of moisture and drywall, one person pulls on it. They think that that's going to steady them. It will for a period of time, but eventually it's going to fall out. You want to have something that's really mounted to a stud in the bathroom. A lot of them have them as they first come in the doorway, one near the tub, one inside of the tub, so that they can easily grasp onto it. And one of the things that I'd like to say to all the viewers here, I know that it's, for some people, it's an embarrassing thing when you've gone through your entire life and now you need someone to help you in the bathroom.
For sure.
We all have, it makes us feel less than, and you can't, because I would rather have the grab bar than that someone find me naked in the middle of my floor. You see what I'm saying? So be smart. Have the grab bars, and be prepared, so you aren't the person calling 911 from the bathroom floor. Nobody wants to be that way.
No. And that was good advice. Go for functional, not decorative. So as I age, I'll keep that in mind, that my little round towel holders are not going to lift this up off the ground if need be, right?
All that, like we have said, the bathroom safety, we take it for granted, and just the ease that we have right now. And I'm weirdly speaking from experience, because I fractured my lower left leg years ago at the beach. And, all of a sudden I can't stand in the shower. All of a sudden getting in to sit down on the toilet to, everything changed overnight. And now I have to use a shower chair. This sucks.
Yeah.
This sucks. And I had to deal with that for, 3 months, and then, somewhat back to normal. But you have to live with this stuff forever.
Yeah, you're right.
For a long time. And so it's good that we have this discussion.
Yeah.
You take this for granted. And, just looking at my own bathroom. Whoa.
Yeah. And you know what, and guys, Renton is already such an amazing city, but I want to say thank you, because it's really nice when, we could all talk business or whatever, but it's really nice that you guys want to talk about safety for, some of the most, sensitive people in our community. Like, our seniors are they're valued people. We want to keep them safe. And thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that.
Well, yeah, that's kind, but it's also people like Visiting Angels that are out there, every day, making sure that they are taken care of and are being their voice too. In many circumstances, they don't have that. They've lost the ability to become their own advocate. So the work that you do and your team does is very much appreciated. And, you know, I know that, Kevin, we've been lucky enough to partner up on a few other things that just didn't pertain to seniors. Your love for the community, it shows in everything that you do. So thank you for that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But yeah, like Dave said, we take it for granted. Bathroom safety. January is Bathroom Safety Awareness Month, or it goes all month long, doesn't it?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. So again, you know, here we are at the end of it, and glad that we had the opportunity to talk about it. It seems silly, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys. I appreciate
All
you.
right.
Yeah. I'm taking a picture for the chamber website.
Oh, did you get my good side?
Well, let's do another one real quick. You know me, I'm a photo nerd.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
We also know, before you go,
Mhm.
that you watch the show somewhat regularly. Do you have a favorite episode or interview aside from this one?
Oh man,
On the
well,
spot.
I liked when we had the Aramis. Did you guys the cartoon one with the dragon and all that? I actually got to voice one of the voices for it, which was epic. Yeah, it was really, really cool. You guys are doing good work, you know,
Oh,
all of you.
well, back at you. Well, thanks for joining us. Keep us posted on what the Visiting Angels are up to. And thanks for all the good work that you guys are doing. And I love seeing your little car buzzing around.
It's like, and real quick, if you have a second, a lot of people know that I run the Instagram page for the chamber.
Right.
If you guys if there's anybody here that's listening that wants to promote something that's going on in their business or something that's really cool, just shoot me an email or DM me through the Renton Chamber Insta page. That way I can promote you. We're all in this together, and we got to keep our community strong.
Cool.
Love it. All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Have a great night.
You too. Talk to you guys
Take
soon.
care. Bye-bye.
Oh,
Well, folks, you heard it here first. DM, get him your information, and he is going to put that to good work on social media.
yay.
Yay, social media. Hey, you know what?
What?
You know what time it is.
Let's do it. I'm ready for a chamber chicken.
Roll it.
Ashley.
Woo! I was just oh. Okay, just you guys, we learned something new.
Good.
So just for everyone out there in the Zoom world, I just had the stop video button clicked and I hit enter and it changed it for me. So if you're over the stop video button or this mute button, you can hit enter and it'll take your video off in the middle of a live stream, just so you're aware out there. Learned something new.
Wow. I just spelt wow for you. W.
Wow. So so I have a little corrections corner before we jump into this, guys.
Okay.
Oh, is it me again?
No,
Yeah.
it's me.
Ashley.
Ooh, Ashley.
Say it ain't so.
I know. And it's kind of like, I think it's something that a lot of people believe. So a few weeks ago, we had Bloodworks Northwest on. Linda Lowry did a fabulous job telling us
Yes.
all about blood donations, talking about the Renton pop-ups that Bloodworks was doing. So I had super fun making trivia for red blood and blue blood, because I was of the belief that when your blood is inside of you, it's blue, because that's what I was told when I was a child. Guess what, everyone? That's not right.
What?
Yeah, your blood is always red.
Dun, dun, dun.
So because
I didn't agree. If you agree, audience, tell us. If you don't, why do you not agree?
yeah, and I mean science, that's where I'm going. Science is what I'm agreeing with.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
just
get ready. So it all has to do with wavelengths from light. So white light has a bunch of different color wavelengths. Blue wavelengths are reflect back. And so that is why our veins appear blue. And that's also, there's also a bunch of other cool historical facts about why people believe blood is blue. But that's one of the reasons that myth exists. So I just needed to do a corrections corner. Your blood is always red, people. It's always red.
Well,
Test
I
that?
Yeah, I didn't know. I've gone my whole life believing my teachers tell me your veins are blue because your blood is blue, but that's a lie.
yeah, I'm gonna join you there, kiddo. I was told that your blood was blue, and once it hits the air, it turns red. I believed that for a long time, but
It's a wonderful case of how misinformation can spread like the telephone game.
yeah.
If we could only apply this to the highest standards in the country. Sorry, this isn't the chamber speaking. That was David. I'm just saying,
Dun,
like,
dun, dun.
it is a problem, people. Like, wow.
No, the game
Anyway.
of telephone is real.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just I needed to do a little corrections corner. I learned that this weekend. I was blown away, and then I was super embarrassed, and I was like, man, this week I'm gonna have to go on Renton Live and tell everyone that their blood is red. So if you're out there like me, didn't know, now you do. What'd you say?
How were you corrected?
A friend was like, your blood isn't blue. Why did you do that on Renton Live? I totally got called out by one of our viewers who I'm also friends with.
Was it mom?
No.
Okay.
I think mom's.
I don't know that my mom knows that she might be of the belief that blood's blue inside of you too. We'll have to ask her.
Okay.
Well, Ashley, thank you for just going full throttle. I admire that. So, yep, we make mistakes. No big
Yeah.
deal.
Time.
Yeah.
It happens. And I'll put a little article in the chat box for everyone out there who's interested in learning more about it took me a while to like wrap my head around this, people. So don't feel bad. I felt like a big old idiot. So
Nah, you're just a little idiot.
just a little one. This is actually my dunce cap. When you guys see me wearing it, you know that that's what it is. So as far as the chamber check-in goes, last week I taught you guys how to fish. And so I just want to remind you all how to fish and check out our current and upcoming events at the chamber. And that is by going to our chamber website, which is www.gorenton.com. And Farid has pulled up the chamber website here.
Look at him
And
go.
if you you're at our homepage, if you hover over Chamber of Commerce right up there on the top banner, you'll see there's a little drop down and you can go over to Chamber Events.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Go to chamber events, guys.
Well,
Wow, it's so easy.
Show us,
Look at
Farid.
that. Well, you just
Wow.
it's all you got to do.
Wow, look at the cursor go.
Oh my God, Farid, you're so good at that.
so now you'll see all of those current and upcoming events that we have going on. There is one more day of the Limburg High School pop-up blood drive where your red blood will be collected to help save lives in our community.
Nice.
Yeah, we have fire pits at the chamber every Tuesday and Friday. Masks are required. This is more of a way to stay warm while you wait for your food because Pecos Pit is at the chamber every single Tuesday from 4 to 8.
I
Yeah.
I heard a rumor about somebody else that might be coming to the chamber.
You might, if Farid scrolls down a little bit, you'll actually see that rumor is confirmed. I'm guessing that you heard Dick's Burgers is going to be at the chamber, and you are correct, Jennifer.
I feel like I have a really long meeting at the chamber that day.
Oh yeah, me too. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it, yeah.
When is it? 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. February 4th.
Yeah. And they have burgers and shakes on the truck. They could not fit the fryer on there, so it's just burgers and shakes, but none of us are complaining about that.
I am, but just not vocally.
It's okay. Personally, not the chamber speaking, but Ashley speaking, Dick's fries are the best dipped in chocolate shakes. I prefer them with the chocolate shake, not by themselves, but that's just my personal preference.
Yeah, so the fries are a little soggy, you know? Like they're kind of soggy. But
No.
they're good when you dip it into the shakes though.
Soggy or a bad soggy?
The man
No,
behind the
it's
curtain
like-
is Henri.
It's like not I mean fries are in my opinion, fries are never good soggy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got to be crispy,
Yeah.
and I want some garlic on there, maybe a little bit of spice.
That's why you have the chocolate shake, guys. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah, it fixes
Fries
it.
are what's up with the chocolate shake.
It
All right.
fixes it. I fully
That's up.
support that as well.
Okay.
Also, if you dip your Dick's Deluxe in a chocolate shake too, in full support of that as well.
What did you just say? Was that?
I just said dip your burger in a chocolate shake because it'll change your life.
Okay.
All
Do it.
right.
I don't go that far.
One
That's
more
a little
thing I
extreme
wanna-
for me.
That's wild.
Farad's not with it. Okay.
I don't think I'm with it like you youngsters these days. Dipping their burgers in their shakes. Sorry.
Savory and sweet, man. I'm all about it.
Wow.
One more thing I want to point out to everyone before we cut away from the website is there is free coffee for our community members who are 65 and older on February 1st from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can swing by the Starbucks on Rainier, and Merrill Gardens will be passing out free coffee to all of you. And it's just a drive-through, so you don't have to get out of your car. Masks are required, but it's a great way to get out and engage a little bit. And then the chamber also has a maximize your membership. Session 1 is going to be on February 2nd from 4 to 5 p.m. And if you're a chamber member, this is an excellent opportunity to learn all the ways that you could be utilizing that membership. We always say that a chamber membership is like a gym membership, so you get out of it what you put into it. So great way to learn about all of your benefits.
Ashley, I dozed off for a second, but I have a go back question. Sorry, I didn't doze off. I'm teasing.
That's all right. I saw you sleeping. It's cool.
That last one that you just mentioned, the chamber benefits.
Yeah.
Okay, is that for only chamber members, or do you do that for potential chamber members as well?
Both.
Oh, both. So they get to attend that at the same time. So if I was a business owner and Dave wasn't, and I said, hey, come to this, it's cool, this is what the chamber does for me or my business. So it's open to even non-chamber members.
Yeah, if they're interested in joining the chamber, then we would love for them to come and learn about ways that they could potentially maximize their membership.
Love
but
it.
This is directed for our members, but if you're a non-member and have interest in joining the chamber, we encourage you to come.
Love that. That's good stuff.
I'm sorry, I can't read it. How do you do it? How do you participate?
So if Farad wants to click on that February 2nd icon, maximize your membership.
Mm-hmm.
We will pull it up. So you just have to sign up with Charlie Schmidt.
Okay.
It's going to be a Zoom meeting.
Of course.
Yep. And so if you reach out to Charlie, he will get you the Zoom link, and Charlie's email is right there. He is one of our fabulous ambassadors and a super fan of Renton Live. He's won a couple gift cards actually on the show.
I'm loving that.
Cool.
Thank you, Charlie, for having that and doing the registration.
Way to go, Charlie.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah, we
All
love
right.
us some Charlie Schmidt. So you guys aren't getting rid of me just yet, because did you
Tell us.
know that January is National Mentorship Month?
Wait. I thought it was National Bath Safety Month.
There's a lot of things happening. If you guys have ever checked out the National Day calendar, there's in March there's a National Pets Have No Thumbs Day. I have no idea how people celebrate this, but there's a day for everything.
Thumbs
Oh.
up, guys. Yeah. Well, okay, so we have National Bath Safety Month. Now we have National Mentorship Month. And
Yeah.
now we're going to have like a duel, like the Jets and the Sharks.
Isn't the Kanye West song?
Story. Like, what do we do now? I'm excited.
Do they
Actually,
fight?
I brought a special guest tonight.
You did?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Phew.
Her name is Susan Peralt, and she is a director at Business Impact Northwest. And Business Impact Northwest is like the definition of mentorship. And so Susan is here to talk about the importance of mentorship and give us a little bit of information on what Business Impact Northwest does.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Hi, Susan.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi. So, Susan, this is Dave and Jen, our hosts of Renton Live. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Oh,
Thank you so much for your time.
hey.
Nice
I've
to
been
see
watching
you.
the show. I've been enjoying it. So
Thanks.
Wonderful. Well, we would love to hear more about what Business Impact Northwest is, what you do over there, and anything else you'd love to share with us about mentorship.
okay, wonderful. Yeah, so it is National Mentoring Month, and that was actually started in 2002 through a proclamation through President Bush, and it was really focusing on mentoring in the community. And though the focus was primarily on mentoring youth, at Business Impact Northwest, we mentor in the community, but we mentor to small businesses. And so Business Impact Northwest is a CDFI, and it's part of the SBA Resource Network. So you get used to all those letters, alphabet soup of the SBA. Basically, it's a community development financial institution. And so our focus is on working with those underserved community business owners. So our focus is helping business owners, women, veterans, LGBTQ, immigrants, rural, disabled. We really believe that all business owners should have equal access to funding, as well as equal access to business success and tools. And that's basically where the Washington Women's Business Center comes in.
Wow.
Yeah, and oh, go ahead, Susan.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we partner with the Renton Chamber. We have drop-in business hours, which are all virtual as the rest of our life is right now. The second Thursday of every month from 10 to 2, we have a business coach who's available for drop-in business coaching. Obviously, all virtual at this time, but it's nice because we get to actually do it live and in person at the Chamber office. And we look forward to being back there soon, whatever soon means nowadays.
Never soon means. Well said.
Yeah, whatever soon means. But yeah, to talk a little bit about mentor, has anyone here ever used a mentor in business before or in any other way? I don't know if Ashley or
Yeah, I raised them too.
Yeah.
Okay.
From a college, essentially former employment, and it was great. Older guy guided me down the path of controlling emotions in a business place, which is super.
Yeah, that's a good one.
A lot to learn how to do that. And I still think of Steve Rohr, every couple months, and we still talk to each other, but this was 20 years ago. So, still an impact in my life. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, there you go. He's just listening, Steve. So, and Jen, you said you also used a mentor?
Oh yeah, professionally, definitely. I've been very lucky to have people in my career that I could look to as a mentor, but I've also been a mentor for young people. And I have a little gig that I do. It's called teaching preschool.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel that I use my mentoring skills daily when I'm with them, even though it's virtual. I feel I'm very passionate about mentoring and mentorship because all what that really is people coming together to achieve the same goal. It's almost like teamwork. And hiding things or not giving the tools for success, no matter the biggest thing to the littlest thing, doesn't do anybody any good. So I applaud you and your team for getting out there and actually probably asking for help is the scariest thing for these new businesses, entrepreneurs to do. So having a friendly face like yours and, just having a casual conversation probably helps them in more ways than we'll ever know.
Yeah. So I'd like to just talk a little bit about mentoring for small businesses. And I know that Farid, so we're going to just go, oh, you're right on the right. He's good. He's really good. You told me he was good, Ashley.
I try. By the way, I also strongly believe in mentors. I think it's super important to have someone to guide you, especially if it's somebody that's been in your industry or field that has already experienced maybe some of the problems or the common pitfalls and mistakes, help you avoid those. So there's just so many good things about mentors.
Yeah. So I wanted to all of you were talking in your mentors. But there are business coaches and consultants, and there's a little bit of difference between them. And small business can work with both, and they can both be really useful. So, and Vera just mentioned about how a mentor or someone that's in a field or someone that maybe in your industry, or we're talking about someone that Dave mentioned, someone who really understood what the area that he needed help in. So a business coach generally will be guidance, will give you feedback, and they're either going to be in your industry or they're going to be an expert in a particular field. And they can come from informal contacts through your network or more structured programs such as SCORE, which is one of the SBA resource partners. And we also have a mentor program we're going to talk a little bit about. Business coach, they tend to be people who have degrees in business management or finance and marketing or some area of specialty. Most of them have been business owners, so they bring that to the table, but they're well versed in a wide range of different aspects of business. And so you can see working with a business coach and a mentor can be really helpful just depending on what your needs are. When you are looking for a coach, we do recommend you try to find someone that's certified. All of the business coaches from the Women's Business Center and the Veterans Business Outreach Center are certified business coaches, because you want someone who is staying current with what's happening in their field. On the screen, you can also see we have small business development centers. And for those that do government contracting, there's the procurement technical assistance centers. They're all part of the SBA resource network, and they all provide business coaching and or mentoring. But if you want to know the advantages of a business mentor, Farrah, I'll have you change next slide. What you'll find is that people at the early stage, before they start, are 5 times more likely to launch their business if they work with a mentor. And almost 90% of them are going to still be in business after 1 year. So the effects of having a mentor are really, really positive. And I think everyone here who worked with a mentor mentioned their positive results from mentorship.
Absolutely.
Next. And then the frequency of mentoring, it's no surprise. Businesses that are struggling, they met with a mentor more than 5 times. They're not struggling. The percentage it goes down as far as the amount of time, the amount of businesses that say that they're struggling. Those that are expanding, it goes up. The more frequently you meet with a mentor. So, and the long-term effects are there because Dave, you mentioned 20 years ago. So you can see how far-reaching those effects are.
Yeah, I mean, just the stuff that he guided me through, I still use today. Like he pointed me in the direction of a Dale Carnegie course for speaking and speaking to a crowd and listening to people. And I still use that stuff today, which is mind-blowing. And it's helped me every path I've gone down. So I'm a big fan of mentors or being a mentor, It's a great thing.
Yeah. And then Farrah, next. Well, and what you'll notice here is that even the stage of business, it really doesn't matter. The top 6 reasons that people look for a mentor or a business coach are the same. It's just that the focus, the percentage of people using meeting with a mentor for that reason changes depending on what stage you're at. So you can see by all the areas that are on the screen, generally people look for a mentor or a business coach when there's an issue that needs to be addressed. Sometimes people are proactive and they go ahead and do it ahead of time. But that's generally the reason people start working with a mentor or a business coach. Yeah. So working on something. Yeah. So, but we try to get out in the community so people can be a little more proactive. So that way we want to help them before they get to that issue.
Sure.
And then it doesn't really matter if you're working with a male or female mentor, that has no relationship to the success. It has to do with having a competent mentor and someone that you trust. Yeah. And that makes all the difference.
So just a quick question. This is for people that have already established their business. No? Okay, perfect. So this is actually those that may be in the beginnings of developing a business plan and getting ready to carry out that whole endeavor, right?
Absolutely. And that
Okay.
5% more likely to start a business. Yep. So those are those people who just have that idea and are working towards even just deciding, should I start a business? I mean, that's a big question. You know,
And,
is it the right time? Is it right for me? Is it the right situation? All of those things.
So, Susan, can you give us a snapshot of what that might entail? So, say I'm ready. I'm wanting to open my own flower shop, and I say I'm looking for a mentor. And do you buy into? I don't mean buy in, but is it a program? Is it ongoing? I mean, is it a few appointments? How does it work?
Okay, so basically, if you're working with our organization, you have an opportunity to either register for what we call a drop-in, which is what we're talking about that we have at the Renton. So you don't have to sign up for any services. You don't have to do anything. You just register for a drop-in, and you can meet with a coach and just ask your questions. And it's virtual now, but normally we do it in person when we can. And then at that point, you then decide if do I want to, sign up as a client, which means this is a free service. So you're basically saying, yeah, I'd like to meet with this person again. And you can then just sign up online through our website, and then you become a client, and you can book on someone's Calendly calendar, and you can meet as frequently as you need. So
fantastic. So it's you're there for the continual support, not just the launch, but the I've done this, now what do I do? Help. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So and it's really driven by the need of the business owner, how frequently they meet with their business coach.
Sure.
Yeah. So
I like that.
Yes. And so and it's very easy to sign up, and again, it's at no charge. So that's
brilliant.
Which is also a benefit. I kind of say it's prepaid, since we're part of the SBA resource partners, so we're partially funded by the federal government. So it's like kind of like your tax dollars at work. Think of it that way.
Hey, I've seen them work for some things I call questionable. I think this is pretty fantastic. So
we're very fortunate to be able to do work that we do.
Do you have, I know that all stories where people are reaching out for mentorship, do you have any success stories off the top of your head that, honestly, I think about starting a business, that's just like, makes me feel claustrophobic.
Mm-hmm.
But yet at the same time, it makes me think to myself, wow, I'd soar. I think I would anyway, but, do you have any success stories that, really gave you that aha moment that the work that you're doing is really putting the good back into the community? I mean, obviously it is, but something personal.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're very fortunate that we have a lot of these stories. I can think of one particular client that I've worked with who wanted to open a consignment shop for women's clothing. And she'd worked for someone else, moved into the area, and she really was starting without any funding. She had no connections, and she found our program, and she worked her way through doing pop-ups and all these other things till she saved enough, and she found a location, and she just took the steps, and she was able to open her store in about 18 months. I mean, she just did everything she needed to do. There wasn't anything that she wouldn't try to come up with the funding for it, because she was not in that. She wasn't going to be one of those people she wasn't going to be a loan ready client at this point. And most small businesses start with owner financing. That is how they start.
Yes.
But she did what she needed to do to achieve her dream. And it's just a marvel to watch her just every month, just a little bit closer. And then when she finally found the location, it was just, it was really, really very heartwarming. And she's still making it happen even in these difficult times. So that's now a lot of her stories are resiliency and changing their business model and doing what they have to do to stay in business in these difficult times. So, and that's always more heartwarming to see what they can do as well.
Yeah, for many, it's been a huge pivot, but the story of perseverance is one that always makes my heart happy. So Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so our business owners are just marvels. I just so proud of each and every one of them. So
Perfect.
yeah. So I did just want to mention a couple of things that we are doing right now. One of them, and this is a mentorship program, starts next week. Everyone's paired with a mentor as well as a business coach, and they're over 12, they meet 7 times over 12 weeks, and they write their strategic business plan. Just want to let people know that's available. But the next slide is what I really wanted to show. Actually, I told you about business impact Northwest. We're just going to slide through that. We're just going to keep going one more time. I want to get to Recovery Ready. That's the one I want. Okay. Recovery Ready is a program that we've opened where we will give up to 5 hours of professional services for free. And this is part of the CARES Act funding that we have. And so people can register on our website. They do not have to be existing clients of ours, and they can sign up for free up to 5 hours of free services. So maybe they need help in accounting, maybe it's marketing, web design. We still have some spots open, and I just want to make sure that your members are aware of it because it's a wonderful program. The only commitment is they meet with a coach to discuss what services they're going to use. We have service providers that they use. They just have to use the services by the end of April. So that's it. So it's very small form to fill out, and it is limited, but we do have some availability still. So I'm hoping that some of your members would be interested in doing that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Susan. And for anyone out there that is interested in that, I just put that link for the Recovery Ready to sign up for that program. That's on January 28th in the chat box for anyone out there. So
yeah, so we're winding up we're hoping that if round 1 goes well, we'll have a round 2. So, but right now, we're closing out the applications on the 28th, which I guess is tomorrow. Yeah,
still have time.
Still have
time.
Still time. So, yeah.
Well, Susan, thank you for joining us tonight. It was that was a lot of great information. Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's really wonderful working with the Renton Chamber. Always really supportive of what we do. So we were just happy to be able to be here tonight.
No, we're so grateful for you, Susan, and all of the work that you do. And we love our opportunities. And whenever we see on our Outlook calendar that we have time with you, we do little happy dances in the office. So we really adore you on a personal level, and also for all of the great work that you do for all of our small businesses. So thank you so much for everything. It truly is an honor.
Okay, great. All right, everyone, stay safe.
You too, Susan. Take care.
Bye, Susan. See you soon.
Bye. See you soon.
Fun.
That was good information.
Yeah, it's a great resource for anyone who wants to start a business, has an idea, literally any part of the business owner journey or, planning process you are at. Business Impact Northwest is a resource and a tool that people should be using.
Major. I mean, that's your survival tool right there. Yeah, I love it. Good job, Ash.
It's all Susan, man. We just bring the people together. We build bridges at the chamber, but it's really our community members who are doing all the great work. We just connect them.
I kind of had an aha moment when I didn't realize it was funded. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
How often do we get to say that you get expert mentoring, that you're already starting a business. You don't have that kind of dollar to spend. So wow, kudos to them. Fantastic.
And especially with the success rate, like Susan said, it's such an investment, and a good investment if you do pay for it, but they are offering their services for free, which is incredible. So thanks for letting me bring Susan on as a special guest tonight, guys.
Hey, that was fantastic. That was a fantastic chamber check-in.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave you guys now and check out. So,
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what? You got anything else?
No, pretty easy show.
Pretty easy show. Lots of information. I do. I want to say it. I know I'll sound like a broken record, as the saying goes, but we want people to like us, subscribe, bell button, and click all. right? We're clicking all. You want all that information. You want to get the updates. You want to like us. You want to know where we're at, where we're coming, what we're doing. I mean, you just want to be our friends, man.
We just want to
play. I like it. That one, see, I just instantly started batting things.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
I don't know either.
We're gonna try, but
I can't.
Go look at YouTube cat training video. It's crazy.
I can't wait to find out, though. Yeah. All right, Dave.
Cool.
I don't have nothing else.
Later, Jen.
No, I'm grateful to hear the man behind the curtain, Farrad, chiming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to hear your voice back there, buddy. And Renton, we hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you soon. Bye.